Hello and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, I'll demonstrate to you how you can resolve or track DLOG error and its status. DLOG function log, which allows you to log about 8 different fields from the SCADAPack. Let me click this guy to show you what I can store. I've got 8 fields here. The first one always being a timestamp, and the rest of them could be any of the process value. The top section is actually a configuration. It occupies about 18 different registers. And the last one is your status. That tells you what the status is, and this will be of our discussion today. The second section will be DLOG number. I'm logging to DLOG number 9 in this demonstration here. Basically, how this DLOG works is that the first rung here, if you enable this first rung, which is always enabled, it will constantly log. It will actually start logging any of the dialog. The second rung here is the one that you have to toggle in order to start logging. So if you unlock every second, this shunt has to be triggered on and off every second. And the last one is more for deleting your log file, and that will be our discussion for today. Let's go online with this controller here. Click on monitor. Once you get online, I'm just going to say no to not running in debug mode. So once that's done, right click on this guy here and click on monitor. And that's how you monitor it. You can see all the values and whatnot they are mapping in here. I would like to bring attention to number 11 here. The status here on this one is number 11. It indicates that there's something wrong with this DLOG. So if I were to go to the help by pressing F1 and type DLOG and select DLOG here, and if I were to scroll all the way down on the help menu, we look at it. The status code of 11 means a different configuration already exists for the log. I did say number 10 will be a normal status. The configuration is valid and data can be logged. So this particular DLOG has some sort of an error in there. So we're going to have to find out. So this error means, what it means is that a table for DLOG already exists, but it's different. So right now, if I go back offline and if I look at this controller here, I got 8 different values and fields that I'm trying to log. It could be that previously on this controller we were only logging 4 different fields, right? So there's a bit of disconnect. So the way to mitigate this has 2 options. One of them is to do a cold boot, right? I'll leave a link on how to do a cold boot on this video here on the top right hand corner. And the second option, if you can't really do a cold boot because the SCADAPack is in on production, one way you can do is to actually do an array of toggling of the enable and delete log shunt here. So the way to do it would be, first of all, disable your DLOG by removing the shunt here, and then disable the delete, which actually deletes the log file on DLOG ID number 9, and then enable this delete again to create your new DLOG table, and then enable the first shunt to actually start logging. And then if this starts to toggle back and forth, you'll start to log all your DLOG. So let's do that. So I'm going to go online with the controller here. Okay, once you're online with the controller, all you have to do is go in here, go edit. And then once you go edit, you go ahead and remove this and hit delete. And then you're going to write to the controller. And next thing you want to do would be go in here and delete that shunt there. Write to the controller. The next thing you want to do would be to enable this here. So this will actually create your new table for you. Right to the controller. And then now to restore the DLOG back to its service, you put a shunt here. And then you write to the controller again. So essentially what we did was to delete the DLOG number 9 table and recreate it again. So let's go online here and monitor the group. And we're waiting for this trigger to trigger. So once this triggers, you can see it has changed to number 10. So 10, if I pull back my help file again, 10 means it's healthy. I hope this tutorial helps. If it does, please give me a thumbs up, like, and subscribe, please. I got lots of SCADAPack tutorials and examples and tips that you might find it handy. Other than that, you have an awesome day. Bye.